some feathers when I got your attention last time?
And I am the voice of the voiceless.
That is undisputed.
Hey, this is TBK here, Turnbuckle King. Got another good one for you guys today at the Lockers. We at Locker Room of Wrestling News. This is the January 5th edition. Got some two main headliners, couples-wise. We got couple breakup, new couple alert. Now, with that being said, before we get into these two main stories of couples, we'll talk about other news going on in the wrestling world. That's been happen within this week. With that being said, let's get into it to see what's been really going on lately. So I'm going to allow that to go. Let's see. The first order of business here is backstage news on Kevin Dunn leaving WWE and his future plans. Now let's see. We all know that Kevin Dunn recently left WWE after so many years. Let's read the article. For years, Kevin Dunn, one of Vince McMahon's most trusted employees and one of the most powerful people behind the scenes, oversaw WWE TV production. As PW Mania previously reported, he recently gave his notice to the company as his contract expired at the end of 2023, and more details about his departure are still emerging. So this happened a few days ago, but there's been some more news happening. Dunn's influence has dwindled in the last year or so, as previously reported, with McMahon no longer in charge. His decision to leave was motivated by internal charges implemented since TKO took over following the merger, with the one source stating Dunn was never going to do anything that was dictated to him. He also did not want to change the production style from how he saw it. According to PWI Insider, Dunn left WWE on his own accord and has no plans to stop working. Instead, he's researching possible film and television projects. He's unlikely to do anything wrestling related. Despite being praised when he left, the report stated that Dunn exited because he felt disrespected and was a Vince McMahon guy, as one source stated. Let's be honest, Dunn was the Vince McMahon guy. They were told there were two sides. Relationship has become increasingly strained in recent weeks. Even after Dunn gave his notice during the Christmas season, one source said it was getting uglier. Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com also stated it was Dunn's decision to leave, with one source stating, "Man, this is crazy." Oh, I knew something was up with Kevin Dunn in a matter of time. But let's see. Let's read the rest of this article. It said it was Dunn's decision to leave, and one source said it was dated back about 2 months when Endeavor started wanting to make budget cuts to improve profitability in the department. Stayed making decisions on the production side without relying on his opinions. Dunn had been basically anonymous in his position for decades, only to have answered to Vince McMahon. With McMahon out of power, many felt this was inevitable. I agree. Kevin Dunn, he is definitely one of the top production guys. He's been around literally since day one. I think since the early, maybe the golden age era of WWE. And I know that I heard with the whole Triple H regime and definitely TKO, those two sides butted heads. And I knew once Vince McMahon got out that Kevin Dunn would be on his way out eventually. Actually, I'm surprised he made it this far without any crazy stuff going on. But as the report stated, it was getting uglier with Kevin Dunn since he could not get along with, the new regime, how things is being ran. Kevin Dunn, he has great production style. I'm not taking nothing from him. He's been around, like I said, over 30 years. He could not transition over to how things were being ran as far as the WWE TKO merger. He did not want to grow as an individual. It seemed like Kevin Dunn was stuck in his old ways. He did not want to grow. He did not want to evolve as a production guy, and doing anything he can. but it seemed like it was going to be an issue, if not now, definitely down the line. And I believe he had big issue with Triple H. But it don't make sense. It makes sense that he is a Vince McMahon guy, and once Vince is out, he was out. I mean, he's the last Vince McMahon guy to leave. We already Vince was out, then John Laurinaitis, and then other guys of such. I believe, I don't know if Briscoe's still there. All his guys are gone, and Kevin Dunn's literally the last one left to be here from the original Vince McMahon era. So it does not surprise me. Like the article said, it's inevitable. I knew he would leave in a matter of time. I mean, it's crazy. What do you guys think of Kevin Dunn leaving WWE? Are you guys excited that, that Kevin Dunn is not there anymore because of the issues he may have caused backstage? Or you guys sad because Kevin Dunn was, had great production and was a big difference within WWE? So we could argue that the Kevin Dunn's great production guy. No one did production like Kevin Dunn. It's just strange that AEW lost their top production guys since 2019 when AEW started. Now the Kevin Dunn situation, now he's leaving. The guy that's been there since the very beginning of WWE golden era days, back to late 90s, maybe even late 80s, at least 90s to say. I would say 90s more likely, but this is interesting. He felt like he was disrespected. Why was he felt disrespected and he was just asked to do your job? Did you feel disrespected? They asked you to do stuff a certain way, or you just did not want to evolve Kevin Dunn? That's the question. And also, it stated that he only wants to listen to Vince McMahon. You need to listen to whoever asks you to do what to do. Vince McMahon did not run things anymore. And it seemed like he didn't want to listen to the new regime of how things were being done in WWE. Like I said, he did not want to evolve. He did not want to change. Kevin Dunn wanted to do the same thing he always done since day one. You cannot do it that way forever, Kevin Dunn. I mean, you got to understand that, man. You still have a job to do. Whether Vince McMahon is your boss or not, you still have a job at the end of the day. So this is unfortunate, but Kevin Dunn, great production guy, but if guys are not willing to fall in line, then they have to go and move on. And that's what's going on with Kevin Dunn. He had to go, and it's better that he leaves now before, like they say, it gets much uglier. So sayonara. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. That's what I think of the whole situation. But that's all I have regarding the backstage news on Kevin Dunn leaving WWE and his future plans. So let's move on to what else may be going on in the wrestling world. This is the end of this particular story. So I will cover the next story. All right, we are back. Next story. Jim Ross says AEW lose Andrade El Idolo. It's unfortunate we haven't seen his ceiling yet. So let's see. We all know that Andrade just left AEW, has last match at the World's End. Let's see what's going on since he left. Says here, Jim Ross comments on Andrade's departure from AEW. Andrade El Idolo and AEW confirmed that Andrade will be departing the company and will become a free agent as of his contract expired at the start of 2024, which is now. Andrade joined AEW in June 2021 after obtaining his release from WWE. Speaking of grilling JR, Jim Ross gave his thoughts on Andrade leaving AEW. Let's see what we say, and I quote, "We haven't seen a ceiling yet, in my opinion. The guy's really good, and losing him is unfortunate for AEW because he's always gave quality work. Very skilled guy. If I was guessing, and that's something we were doing here, because I don't have any clue what his future holds, I say it's WWE. They're always looking for quality talents. Andrade is a quality talent and certainly earned his opportunities to move up the cards, whatever company he's working with. He's a main event skill guy no matter what. But if I were a betting man, I would certainly lean towards Andrade to be a WWE guy sooner or later, it says. Let's see. Let's say sooner or later. They're doing a lot of things with their lad athletes. True. He fits the bill there very well. I'm a fan of his work, and I'm sorry to see him leave, but he fulfilled all of his obligations and did a hell of a job for us. He's a keeper, no doubt about it. So I'm thinking if WWE, like they have been, that's a layup, I think. It's just really good in that regard. So we'll see how it works out. Quality talents always rise to the top. If you're good enough, you're going to get noticed in the right way. And I think Andrade use AEW to get noticed and continue to develop his work. I'm so happy for him in Charlotte. Maybe they're going to be able to spend some additional time together because of an injury. So good for him. He's a good guy. He's a classy guy. Good worker, and I'm glad he was here for a while. He helped the company, and that's what you're looking for. And that's all Jim Ross had to say about it. But yeah, Andrade, the question is leaving AEW good or bad thing for AEW? Kind of what piggyback what Jim Ross said. Yes, it is good that he left AEW for both sides because AEW is not going in the right direction. And I believe Andrade, his talent should be displayed better for WWE. He, the time ran out for what he did in AEW. Pretty much the time ran its course. You know, he did everything he could. I never saw Andrade with a main title, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he never won a world championship, never won international. I don't think he won any major title while being AEW. I mean, it's an unfortunate situation that he had to leave, but he had to. I heard he was miserable there. He wanted out of there, but he was unhappy with WWE. But once Vince McMahon was gone, Triple H took over, he wanted back immediately. But honestly, AEW didn't do nothing with him. He didn't win no world titles over there. None. If anything, he won a title in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. I mean, that's the only thing he's done outside of WWE in his whole career. But he, Andrade, he was just a good feud. He just had the match against Miro at World's End. Alana, who's known as the real name CJ Perry, was his manager. And his last match ended in a loss where CJ Perry turned on Andrade while he put the figure 8 leg lock in. She swiped his arms for putting the, as you see here in this shot here, you know, when he was putting that on, that's on Miro, not Buddy Murphy, but Miro, and she took his hands out, and that was the end of that, and that was the way to write Andrade off. And Miro was with CJ Perry, his real life wife. But yeah, definitely Andrade going to WWE is good, and Jim Ross had a point about the Latin division. We, you know, besides Rey Mysterio on his way out, we have Dragon Lee, the NXT North American champion. We have Santos Escobar, a good heel. We have the LWO. We have Angel Garza and Humberto. We have, you know, of course, Zelina Vega, Andrade's old manager, who I believe they're going to pair him up back with again. Other than that, Andrade leaving AEW, I think it's good and bad. I mean, good for both sides. Good for AEW and good for himself. I don't think there's no loss here with Andrade leaving AEW. It does not hurt AEW as a company, and Andrade is not hurt. He's gone to where he wants to be, WWE, where he was previously. And of course, as we all know, if you don't know, he's married to Charlotte. He's currently out with an injury, Charlotte Flair. He gets to be with his wife in the same company again. And, you know, he gets to be where he truly wants to be. Andrade is a former NXT champion, former United States champion. So Andrade, I can't wait for him to come back to WWE. Great talent, like Jim Ross said. He's going to reign. Great heel. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with him. He may start as babyface first when he comes back, but definitely I like him as a heel. He did stay in NXT, feuding with Drew McIntyre back in the day. Now, that's all I have regarding this story of the Jim Ross saying that AEW losing Andrade El Diallo it's unfortunate to haven't seen ceiling yet, and we haven't. But only time will tell what's next going to come for Andrade as a wrestler and performer. So, with that being said, we got two main stories coming right up. Give me a second, get that ready for you. All right, part one of the Dell main event. There's rumors that Cora Jade and Braun Breaker have broken up. And for you guys don't know, Braun Breaker and Cora Jade, they are dating. They were dating, we heard. They have been rumored to broken up. Now, they started dating back in 2022. They both met each other on NXT, but we heard that they're rumored to breaking up. This couple been together for a while. They're taking, places together outside of the wrestling world. So we're going to see what's going on. I'm going to show you here that this is Cora Jade's X page or Instagram. If you look here on following, if you look, she's not following Braun Breaker. Normally couples follow each other, but it's a sign that when couples do break up, they unfollow each other. And if you look here, as I scroll through, I do not see Braun Breaker's name. He's not on here. And I believe the same can be said about him. He's not following her. We'll check her out first. We look, these are all her following. I don't see his name on here at all. I see all other WWE men and women, and even outside the company, I do not see his name on here. So there's no sign of Braun Breaker on here as following, and this is her verified WWE page. So let's go back. Let's type in Braun Breaker. This is him here. Bronson Steiner, real name, NXT champion. So we're gonna go to his following. As we see, similar to Cora Jade, he's not following her either. And this has been a couple that's been dating, I believe, 2022 or early 2021, late 2021, early 2022. I don't see anything on them. So there's nothing there. No sight of Cora Jade. So neither one of these two are following each other. So there's been news a rumor that they may have been broken up. And I know they've been dating for quite some time. But like I said, they've been rumored to break up. They've been dating for quite some time. Like I said, they made you on NXT. For those you don't know who don't follow NXT, I'll give you a little breakdown of NXT. Braun Breaker is a former NXT champion, son of Rick Steiner and nephew of Scott Steiner. So he's a Steiner. His real name is Steiner, but he's Bronson Steiner. And he's a two-time NXT champion. He's been on NXT since the NXT 2.0 days back in 2021. I heard he's rumored to be going to the main roster very soon. I don't know if that's had anything to do with the rumor breakup with Cora Jade. I know she recently had surgery. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I will explain who Cora Jade is. Cora Jade is a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, and there she is holding NXT Tag Team Championships with Roxanne Perez, her former tag team partner. So, like I said, Braun Breaker, he's rumored to go to the main roster very, very soon. I don't know if that has something to do with, like I said before, But I will say this: you guys there for quite some time. Like I said, another thing I'll explain too. Cora Jade, if you look at her, she recently had surgery. This is how Cora Jade looked before, when she first started in WWE, at the training center, at the performance center, I should say, before she started NXT. That's her. She very first started. I think she started 1920, if I'm not 2019, 2020. I could be off. And this is her recently. Now, as you see, she chest has definitely grown since then. She had enhancements done to her body, and she was totally different. I don't know if that made a shift, because she already had the face and the makeup stuff, but she did not have the enhancements to her body when she first dated Braun. I believe that's a recent change. I don't know if that's something to do with it. And also Braun Breaker going to the main roster, so it could be a number of things. But these couples room to have broken up. I don't know if each other two individuals have moved on other people already, but only time will tell if they did or not. But something's going on with this breakup come out of nowhere, because everybody's linked up together in NXT. And also maybe Braun Breaker's head to the main roster. He found someone on the main roster. You know, his stock has went up since he got on NXT. He is a former 2-time NXT champion, has a bright future ahead of him. And like I said, they said he's a future world champion. I mean, he was chokeslammed by The Undertaker on the Tuesday Night War at the October 10th episode of NXT. That was going head-to-head with AEW Dynamite on a special Tuesday night. They called it Title Tuesday Night, you know, and I covered that too on my other channel, Red Carpet Ring. But yeah, maybe the relationship ran its course if it is a rumor, a definite breakup. But I had to just talk about this because this is crazy. But we've been hearing WWE, so many people hooking up, getting together, and getting married, and then this is a breakup we hear out of nowhere. But definitely, maybe, like I said, as you saw, the two people are following each other on X, so maybe it is a breakup. You know, it's just being quiet as of now, and the news will break much more later. But yeah, it's crazy. I think Braun Breaker, like I said, his stock has rose up since then. Maybe he is, you know, found someone better, and maybe, you know, he want a better woman than Cora Jade. Maybe she's not the quality he's looking for anymore. But definitely, they have been rooms broken up. So my question is, what do you guys think of this whole situation of this potential breakup between Braun and Cora Jade? They did for quite some time. Maybe 2 years ago, I believe, a year and a half, 2 years ago, started dating. But yeah, that is the news. And with that being said, that's all I have regarding this subject of Cora Jade and Braun Breaker, rumored to breaking up. And that's definitely something different. They look good as a couple, but they're broken up. Sometimes you got to move on, you know, and grow as an individual. If that person can't grow with you, you got to move on, you know. As they say for the men, we are the prize, despite what people may think. But with that being said, I'm going to move on to the last story. And remember, we are here at TNT, Toxic News Turmoil, at the Toxic Ring Scandal. So with that being said, let's get that going, and I'll pull up that story now. All right. Last story of the locker room. We are almost done with the lockers. The next story is the double main event header, second part of the double main event. And new couple alert rumor, maybe MJF relationship with Liv Morgan. It's going to be explained. Let's see what's going on between these two. Let's see what's up with Liv Morgan and Mr. MJF, now the former AEW World Champion. So let's go on. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into it. Say MJF might work for AEW, Liv Morgan WWE. They're friends outside the ring. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. We'll see about that. It says controversial promo on Dynamite blurred the bounds between storytelling and reality, leaving fans speculate on the woman named Liv. Let's see. MJ and Liv enjoy mess with rumors, and seen with Liv humorously like the post about being pregnant with MJF baby, showcase their commitment to entertain the wrestling community. A lot of entertainment y'all be doing up here. Let's see. That's a controversial promo, but I noticed a while back that said what's not about Liv Morgan. Let's see what else they talking about. All right, this is one of the pictures that I've seen, and I have that picture as well myself. Let's see, this is the same photo here. But let's get into it. It says that while Liv Morgan posted a photo with MJF, the better than you snapshot. The rest of the world was sent to a frenzy when Liv Morgan shared a seemingly yet highly intriguing photo of MJF on the social media in September 2022. Snapchat captures two stars side by side, and Liv added fuel to the fire with bold caption, "Better than you." The post not only caught the attention of fans, but also intensified the speculation surrounding the relationship between WWE and AEW stars. In an era where cross-promotional interactions were rare, the image sparked immediate rumors about potential romance or collaboration between the two wrestling worlds. The wrestling community, always eager to dissect every nuance, speculate about the nature of Liv and MJF's connection. Let's see what more that to say. Given the competitive nature of AEW and WWE, any display of camaraderie between talents from the rival promotions bound to generate headlines. So it says here, after the rumors, so I went to my friend Skylar's birthday party, and he was just there. Never met him before that. We had great banter. We had a lot of common actually. And she, lived known for a straightforward approach, addressed speculation around MJF's looming free agency, expressed her belief that he will make the right decision. So let's see. They've been taking pictures together lately, and I'm trying to see, what's going on. Now we know MJF's in a relationship with Alicia Atout, the YouTube personality, but he's very friendly with Liv Morgan. Seems like it's different kind of vibes between these two. And also it says here that Liv supposedly is dating Bo Dallas, but I've been seeing MJF lately, and I ain't never seen her being with Bo Dallas in public. Let's see what that means by that. Let's get more into that. So, it says MJF and Liv Morgan seem to develop a unique camaraderie around toying with the imaginations of their fans. That's played too much, I see. But particularly when it comes to realm of dating rumors, in June 2023, the wrestling world was taken by surprise when a fictional news account reported that Liv Morgan, who was legitimately out of action to a shoulder injury, was pregnant with MJF's baby. Rather than dismissing their several claims, she added that unexpected twist by humorously liking the post on social media. Obviously wasn't true, and the media page was called out to court later. The most recent chapter in the saga unfolded at the red carpet event for the Iron Claw, and I have that photo, and that photo is right here. This is why I'm thinking they're dating. That right there. This is recent. Let's read more about it. It said that seizing the opportunity to add no layer to a narrative, Liv seemingly stated that she was there to support MJF. In response, MJF, with trademark wit jokingly expressed his desire to reignite their dating rumors. Despite the theatrics, it's essential to remember that in reality, Liv Morgan's with Bo Dallas and MJF's openly relationship with YouTuber Alicia Atout. They duo's ability to blend fiction with reality showcase their commitment to entertain the wrestling community, showing that the MJF Liv Morgan connection remains one of the most intriguing storylines in memory. Now, here's my thing between MJF and Liv Morgan. If you guys are so-called in relations with other people, like I said, it says that he's dating Alicia Tao and she's dating Bo Dallas. If you guys so-called in other relationships, why are you guys jokingly, humorously about Liv having a baby, and then also you guys hanging out, and then hanging out like that? Shouldn't you guys, significant others, be with you? MJF, you should be with your lady, and Liv Morgan, you should be with your man. Are you guys really just friends, or are they dating? You guys just don't want to talk about it. So don't give me that. I think something going on between them. If they're not dating, they may not be in a relationship, but they're messing around. I think MJF and Liv Morgan have messed around a few times, and maybe they're just real close friends like that, or maybe it is just straight platonic. But I think there's something going on between these two. They're very, very chummy, and they're too friendly, in my opinion. And these both are dating someone, which I never see her with, Bo Dallas. I never see him with Alicia Tao. I think these two got something going on. I think it's something that's going on between these guys. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. Like I said, welcome to the Locker Room News here. But I'm not buying it, though. What do you guys think of MJF and Liv Morgan rumored to could be dating, possibly dating? A relationship. They say they like to, anytime they say that people laugh at rumors and jokingly play around, that means they like the idea that they thinking maybe they could be together. So don't be fooled by them playing around with media. Anytime they play like that, they toying the idea that maybe there's something going on. Maybe we could be dating. Maybe it's nice, to look at. A good view to see. If it was really just straight platonic friendship and it was dating, they would shut it down immediately. Why would you joke about it and laugh? That's nothing you joke about. That's because you like the rumor. You like it. You potentially thinking the idea of Liv Morgan and MJF. You guys are not fooling me. Maybe you fool everybody else in the wrestling world. You say you like toying with the wrestling world. You guys probably are dating on the low or messing around on the low. And if you are, don't get me wrong, it's your business, but it's my business to report it, to see what's going on. This is the Locker Room News. This is what we do over here. So definitely, I think it's, like I said, something definitely going on between these two. They don't have me fooled. Maybe they have anybody else fooled, like I said. But there's something definitely going on between these two. Friendly or too friendly, whatever it is. You may not be dating, but you're definitely messing around. That's my opinion on that. And that's the whole thing with MJF. MJF, I know too, he's in just like Liv Morgan. He's out with shoulder injury, and he may have to get surgery. And they say that he may be out for up to a year. And Liv Morgan's still out with her injury that she suffered back in June. So you guys are out with injuries. I don't want to throw the Matt Hardy, Lita and Edge thing in there, but that's how Edge and Lita hooked up. They both were out with injury. I'm just saying it could be the same thing there too. We don't want that again, I'm just saying, it's definitely something I see going on, and I think you guys are a little more than just friends, as they say. Despite what the reports say, despite what I read, I think there's some more to it. That's my opinion on the whole thing. But definitely something going on between these two. They have very good chemistry together. You can tell they're very friendly. Look at all these the photos here. You guys are friendly, man. A lot of photos. I know she knew him back in 2022, but I think something going on with these two. But that's all I have regarding MJF relationship with WWE Liv Morgan explained. And that's all I have regarding the Locker Room of Wrestling News. Couple breakup, new couple alert. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below, and also in the live chat. Soon 2 videos will pop up. One will be top 5 things to know about this legendary wrestler. The second one will be women of the past who had issue with this company. Until then, it is OUT.